So we are going to start with our sun salutations just to warm up and set that mood, set that foundation for us to get into restorative postures. Now, restorative postures, if you're not familiar with that, is simply, it's a practice of yoga where we do asanas for a longer period of time than you would do in conventional yoga classes, like your typical vinyasa flow, your hatha yoga. So we're going to set that mood for us today, okay? So that we can just take it down and restore the body to get back to the things that we love to do. Now, we're going to come right up into our cat-cow. We're going to come right onto the hands and the knees, warming up the spine before we move into Surya Namaskara A, okay? So you can either tuck the toes under, this is a preference, or you can flatten the feet and press the toenails in towards your yoga mat so you have that grip, that foundation, okay? Now, come into neutral, okay? Already firm up the stomach. Okay? You want to inhale, round the spine, push your hands, push your knees, push your feet or your tucked toes down into the foundation of the mat, into the earth, into the ground. Really squeeze the abdomen now. Let the head go and curl. Look towards your navel if it's possible. Now you want to inhale, firm up the belly as you up and lift. So now you're gonna press the pelvis towards the floor, but when you do it, still keep your belly engaged, okay? So you protect that lower back. So then you want to look slightly up as you arch in your back. Inhale here. Now you're gonna exhale and reverse. Inhale, reverse. From the belly here, protect that back. I know it's really easy to just let the belly hang. Reverse. And reverse. Really inhale, bend the ribs. One more time to reverse, exhale. Rinse out the back of the neck, really pull the shoulder blades apart and neutralize, okay? So neutralizing isn't here with a hanging stomach and sitting in the back, it's a firm trunk, okay? Now what you want to do is you're just going to articulate like an accordion through the rib cage on a side angle. So you're going to inhale, exhale, and look towards the right, okay, as far as you can. You're going to squeeze the side of the oblique on the right and open up the rib cage on the left. Inhale through center. Pause. And switching sides, looking over to the left. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do that 2 more times on each side, just so we're ready. Inhale through center, pause. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last time. Exhale. Inhale, center. Walk your hands a little bit further out, okay? Bring your knees together and draw your hips over to the left side. Now you're gonna get into the quadratus, into the side waistline. Times there. And give it a little shake, let the hips do the work, to let the hips kind of hang, and then they'll do the work for you because the hips are heavy. And switching sides. Let the hips do the work so you get all on the side of the waistline. Through the ribs. I love this stretch. And through center. Bring your body into downward dog and we'll move our way up into standing, okay? So let's go into down dog. Spreading the toes, hip distance apart. The feet, the legs. Spreading the hands, shoulder distance apart. The arms, through the shoulders. And please relax the head. muscles in. Do not sit here. Pull it in. Breathe. Getting ready. Bring your toes out, your heels toward one another, but still separated, and squat down. Restorative yoga, restorative postures may seem boring to you, but I kid you not, they are a game changer for your body. Sometimes you gotta just slow it right down, you know what I mean? Okay, let's step forward and work our way into standing. Stepping forward. Up.
Oh, sorry.
Exhale, full. Inhale, and let's come up to standing. Start our Surya Namaskara. Hey. Okay, so the sun salutations. Feet together or slightly apart. Belly's engaged. Lower tailbone is anchoring down. Okay. You don't want to do this over adjustment. It's a very natural portion of holding the skeletal body. Right? Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale and fold forwards. Wherever you can reach to. Inhale and extend halfway. Exhale, fold forwards and step back to your plank posture. Pause in your plank. Shift the weight forward. Engage your belly. Shoulder blades on your back. Tailbone towards the heels. Hover. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale. Upward facing. Exhale. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Letting that mood so we can store other postures. Calm. Feel free to move around. Bend your knees. On an inhale, step forward with a bit of momentum. Come right into your extension. And exhale. Pull forward. Inhale, all the way up. Engage the stomach. Exhale. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, and pull forwards. Inhale, final extension. Exhale. Step back into your plank, set it up. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, everything's engaged. Exhale, downward facing dog. The stomach firm, relax the head, and let your limbs hold you steady. 5 breaths. Bend your knees, exhale. On an inhale, step forward. Come right into your extension. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, a little bit of resistance in the arms. Almost like there's wind pushing against the arms. Let's go for our last one. Inhale. Setting the mood. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, getting that extension. Exhale, fold and step back. Come into your forelimbs staff pose and move through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. 5 breaths. Downward facing dog. Move around, get into anything that's asking for movement, okay? You need to kick up your leg, whatever you want to do. You want to lift the leg, play around. If you want to release an arm, use these 5 breaths. Whatever you want. Within the downward dog. If you have a partner at home nearby, get them to press into your pelvis with 2 hands, okay? They put their hand on your pelvis, then they just lean into you, and it feels really good. Bend your knees, exhale. On an inhale, step forward, feet to hands, come right into Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, Samastiti, standing. Let's move through 2 Surya Namaskara and then we will move through to our restorative postures, okay? Utkatasana, find a chair pose, get as low as you can go to warm up those hips, warm up your balance. Fierce warrior. Firm stomach. Stretch the ribs, pull the feet down, moving in opposite directions. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, float back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, let's go. Pivot your left foot, lunge your right foot between your hands, Virabhadrasana, the warrior 1. It comes up with a breath and down, cycle through your vinyasa. Exhale, pivot right foot, lunge the left foot between your hands. Inhale, use the back foot to reel your body up, pause, and vinyasa. Five breaths. In your downward dog, pause. Let the heart rate come back down. Exhale, step or float forward on an inhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale, and fold forward. Inhale, Utkatasana. Sit deep in your chair. Come on. And release. That one gets the heart rate going. So we'll do 1 more of those. Surya Namaskara. Utkatasana. Pause. Moving in opposite directions. Firm belly. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Halfway extend. Exhale. Step or float back. Chaturanga. Inhale. Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adyo. Pivot left foot, lunge right foot forward, Virabhadrasana, warrior 1. Exhale. Pivot the right foot, lunge the left foot, coming into that warrior 1.
Oh, it's not.
Exhale.
I'm not a very good cameraman.
Okay, honey. 5 breaths right here. waking up our bodies, waking up the flow, blood flow, the energy flow. Now going to take it down. So hop up onto the knees or just go down onto the knees. So I have some props here. I've got mini pillow bolsters, hard blocks, soft blocks, pillows, blankets, extra yoga mat. Just gather what you have around your house if you haven't already. And don't worry, you've got lots of time to move into these postures. And what I want you to focus on is just getting it quiet, okay? Even if your house is busy, you got kids running around or animals, it's fine. It's actually a good practice to kind of tone that out if your house is a busy one, okay? If you have a naturally quiet house, well, great, whatever works for you. So we're gonna start in the first posture. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab a blanket. You can choose whatever you wanna do. I'm just gonna give you the postures and the props that myself would use in these postures. Now, whether you are a physical individual with work or life, or you're not physical with work or life, you still will benefit from these postures, okay? It doesn't matter your lifestyle. Please do these postures. Get on your mat. If not today, right now, put it in your dictionary, put it in your area of your video selections, and do these practices, okay? So I'm gonna come down for the first one on my stomach. I'm gonna take the left arm, okay? And I'm gonna lengthen it straight out. I'm gonna take my right hand and tent my fingers. I'm gonna lift up the right foot, and I'm gonna bend the knee and just roll over. Rest the head. If you want a pillow for your head, that's fine too. So in this posture, we're getting in through the hips. We're getting in through the pectoralis in the left side. So right in the front of the shoulder, armpit, and in towards the pecs, towards the chest. And you're gonna feel that on the left side. My left arm is extended out off my shoulder, and my fingers are spread wide, and you'll see that on the other side. I'm gonna be here. You can even take this hand and just rest it down. Focus on the breathing, okay? When you're in these quiet postures, the work gets done when you're in proper form, and you can feel the breath, and in this case, you can feel the release of the contraction. Okay? You're not trying to hold the contraction here. I'm gonna have my timer ready so that I can see where we're at. So we're gonna be holding postures today anywhere between 1 to 3 minutes, all right? We're not gonna do a ton. We're simply gonna get the full body release like we do when we come together and practice. You can close your eyes. You can even have one of those eye masks. Like I said, it might seem boring, but game changer. Body needs to restore, rejuvenate. And this is another way that you can do that. Switch sides. What you want to do is just take the leg up and over, and then your body will come over, right? Pause for a minute. Really gets deep towards the chest and the shoulders, that one. Okay, so this is what happens. The arm goes out, okay? The left hand is now tented with a bent elbow. The leg lifts up, bend, and you go over, okay? Not trying to put my back to you, but I want you to be able to see on both sides what's going on. Focus on the breath, especially if you're really tight in the upper shoulders. This is the time where you are getting the work done. In this posture, focus not to squeeze the glute of the bent leg. Relax. Try. Breathe in through your nose. And breathe out your mouth. Slowly fill up the lungs and the ribs. And then exhale it all out. Not too much longer. About 30 seconds, friends. And slowly the knee, the leg come over, unravel, shoulder blades, come back to neutral, mouth towards the hands, and just rinse the hips side to side. Next posture is going to be our pigeon pose, and we're going to do it with a block. Okay? When you're doing the pigeon pose, going right into the deeper part of the hips, right into the glutes. I'm going to go ahead and take my 2-inch foam block. Like here, and then maybe I'll take a pillow. Now's the time to just kind of grab some stuff to be comfy. You might want that like that, or you might want it like that. It all depends on you. I'm going to start with the left, or actually we're going to do the right leg so that you can see what's going on. So you're just going to take your shin, flex your foot, and put it along the front of your yoga mat or your pillow, whatever you got. And you're going to take the block right underneath the hip of the bent leg. So in this case, it's the right leg. We're going to come down. If you can come down, you will go down. If not, don't worry about it. So, but throughout the practice of this posture, you might be able to work your way down as time. We'll be here for a little while. Get nice and comfy. Let the hip, the glute, let it all relax. Close your eyes if you want to. Right down today. We're going to take in the breath, fully expand, fully breathe in until you can't breathe in anymore. Then exhale all of it out. You can't exhale anymore. But I guarantee you're going to be full of new energy afterwards. One of my favorite things to do, slowly come up if you're down, is whenever I do a restorative style practice and I'm in the pigeon pose, on the same leg, I like to just flip it, right? So I'm going to lift on out of here and just flip it, right? I have a block there, so now I'm getting into the inner thigh. Just reverse it, really good. Won't be here long, we'll be here for about a minute. want more, you can let the leg be higher up on another prop. But just make sure that you're comfortable. You're not overstretching. It's not the point of restorative yoga. The point of it is to restore. Restore stiff muscles. If when you're in this practice today, you can quiet the mind. Sometimes when we're still or in a meditative state, sometimes the mind goes really, really busy. Taking time to calm down. But that's also the time to quiet the brain, the mind. Okay? And it is a practice. It's kind of like this mantra of inhale the word to yourself, let, and exhale the word to yourself, go. So that you're teaching yourself how to let go. That makes sense. And bring that leg back. Get out a little bit. And we'll go into the other side. Pigeon pose with all the props that you want. I like to have the block up when I'm doing restorative. Left leg comes forward, flex the foot. Chin in line with the front of the mat. Get the block or the prop that you're using, if you're choosing to use it, right underneath the hip in the back. Wherever you're at, posture. Put it up there, higher. And if you're not feeling a release, adjust. Everybody's body's a little bit different. Some of us are stiffer in areas, and some of us are more flexible. Okay, we have more space. There we go. Even turn your head to the other side. I want to turn my head on you. It's rude. Here. Close the eye. Focus on the word let, and focus on the word go. Again, you're going to extend it off the hip out to the side. Block, use, and just pause here. See, my leg is extended. 1 minute here. Which is our cobra pose. Okay, so grab all the props that you feel. feel you will need. I'm gonna take my pillows. Not like this. Actually, building the tower, so to speak. So build the tower so that you can support your upper chest. So when you're in this posture, your upper body, your torso, is going to be upright and slightly angled, and then the tail of your body, from the hips down through your feet, are simply going to extend out. So if you have lower back issues, just monitor how you're feeling, okay? This actually might really help you, okay? Some people, if they have lower back issues going on, forward bends might feel better, or upward bends. It depends on the rotation of what's going on in the spine, okay, in your certain discs. So from here, I'm good. So I'm gonna come up. I've supported myself here, you can see. I'm lengthening my tail. You don't have to bring the feet together like that. You can have them separated. Listen to what's going on in your pelvis and the structure of your hips. And you're just gonna bring your hands like this, and you're gonna relax. This is really nice. I actually really like this. We're gonna be here for a little bit. Your head forward. Focus on your breath. If you want to turn your head, then bring your arms down like that. Okay? And during the practice, if you need more elevation or less elevation, please adjust yourself. I feel like I needed more elevation, so all I did was move my body forward up on my tower here. And you relax. Try it out. Quite nice. And the breath, and the quiet of the mind.
You're gonna have a lot of shout-outs. You're gonna have a lot of shout-outs after.
I'm gonna get, if you have some dumbbells at home or something that's weighted that you can put on your legs and it'll be comfortable, have that handy after we finish up Bhujangasana, after we finish up our Cobra pose. And then we're gonna go into Supine Baddha Konasana, so lying on the back with the butterfly type legs. Honey, could you get me my dumbbells, please?
Your dumbbell.
Yeah.
The blue one?
Yeah, 2 of them are in the bottom drawer. Please. Forgot that prop. If you have the yoga sandbag props, they're amazing. They're like a giant bean bag kind of thing, but they're full of sand. Or if you can be creative and make one, make like a heavy bean bag in restorative yoga, that's an amazing prop. Thank you. You just put it right there. That's great. Relax, friend. Almost there. Cute. We'll do that with a bit of support as well. So remember, if you can get creative, not that I want to busy your mind right now, I just want you to have the option to get creative and build a giant sandbag. So something like when you're in child's pose, you can put it on your lower back. Okay, so we're gonna come up and out of this nice and safe. And when we come out of this, we're reversing. So all I want you to do is come into a child's pose for a couple of breaths. So don't move your knees. Track your hips all the way back so that you receive the release in your back. And you're simply coming right back here like that, safely removing yourself from the posture. Bow your forehead. this is a posture that I'm talking about where if you have something like a sandbag, you put it on your hips and it pushes your hips back naturally, which is quite nice. Or if you have a partner at home, they can press on your pelvis for you gently with communication. And you're coming up and out of there. So let's flip it over, okay? Just make a mess, it's fine. It's our little toy area, if you will. Coming here, you want something on your head, put something by your head. Okay. And we're gonna go into, I'm gonna grab my weights. This is what I have around my house that's heavy. Now this is a game changer. This gets right into the inner upper thighs where the groin is, and it gets really tight in there, okay? Starting to relax. So my body's a little bit open in this posture. I'm not extremely flexible in it, but I'm okay with it. So I'm gonna see how I've done that? I just anchor the weights right onto my thigh. Doesn't hurt, feels comfortable. And I can support them with my hands if I need to. And it's not affecting the posture. Balancing the weights. Finding a little happy spot. Oh, that's fantastic. And I'm gonna go lay down. I'm gonna get my timer. Should have had that handy. Okay. That is what I'm talking about. That is a great release. So you just, I got you here. Take these postures from this practice today, moving to storing the body. Stomach, sink to your back. Your knees draw, magnetize toward the floor. Let the hips, pelvis find space. Find mobility and freedom. Your upper body ooze into the blanket. Let the heaviness of your head and the busyness of your mind settle into the support. Breathe and feel the natural flow of your body like a soothing current. Be here, be present, be. Move the head side to side. Find freedom. And rotate the wrists. If you want to just do nothing. So if you're in this posture, let me know how it's going for you. And if having the weights, if you do have weights on the thighs, how is that working for you? Have you done that before? I'm going to tell you right now, having weighted objects that are comfortable in restorative yoga are highly beneficial. You're going to get that extra release, like a self-soothing massage, literally. And it's wonderful that you can do that for yourself. This posture, you're going to do one of my favorite things, which is flip it. Right? Great. How much longer, friends? About 30 seconds. Okay, so enjoy.
Well, the weightlifters are going to have access to lots
Oh,
I really probably don't think many weightlifters use their weights for stretching though.
Okay, and in gym classes they have they got so many cool tools. Like they have the heavy weighted balls and all these little tools that you can use to restore body. So all my weightlifting friends out there, how are ya? Take these restorative postures right to your gym. Do them, okay? On your rest days, you're having those restoring days, and if you're not, then I hope that you are having those restoring days. It's gonna bring your game up. You probably would know that. Take these postures that I'm showing you and do them. Let me know how it's going for you if you want. You can throw me a comment. Let me know if you really want to do that. Let's take the weights off.
Those are 4.5 kilograms?
These are 10 pounds each. Yeah, I did 10 pounds on each leg. Now you want to support, okay? Because you've been in this position for a while. So lift your legs up. Oh, they feel heavy. Your legs feel heavy. Draw your knees towards you. Oh yeah, yes. Oh, my running legs are gonna feel so free. My skipping legs. Okay, let's flip it, friends. All right. Whew. It's okay if you're moving slow like myself. It's getting the blood flow back. Your muscles are probably like, what is going on? So, that's all right. Maybe you want to have something for your head support. So flipping it is literally flipping it. So my knees are going out this way, and you're gonna notice in your body, like, wow, that's where I'm tight. And it's cool with restorative yoga because then you find little things that are going on in your body. Put a weight on it if you want. I'm going for it. If you have someone near you that can help you put the weight on, then do that, okay? Don't injure yourself. So just support it. If it's too intense for you, please just keep it weight-free, right? But if it's working for you, then use it. Right here, because my hips in this position feel kind of resisting to me. They're resisting, they're kind of kicking me right now. They're kind of fighting to hold a contraction. And I'm just gonna hold the weight here like this so that I can talk to my hips and let them not fight me. But let them know that I'm helping them. Helping each other. Always remember to turn your head to the other side as well. Okay? I'm just not doing that because I wanna talk to you. Okay. So we're in this. Okay. We're in this, friends. We're in this. So breathe. Nice and quiet. Doing your body and your mind a joyous thing right now. Got a pretty juicy pose next. A little bit, the cow face pose, it's called.
Kimberly,
Yes.
you have blown away what we were expecting for today for followers. You are at 2,521 followers.
Amazing. It's been a fun journey, and we're gonna keep doing it. And I love your comments and that you're sharing, you're following, and
Lots of good support from
there's
all
lots
different groups.
all the great support. And every group that has accepted my content is phenomenal. And looking on your sites, and there's so many phenomenal people out there. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. And I hope that you can use these tools that we're bringing to our communities as a good leverage to
Healing
become healthier.
and to heal.
It's the key. And I always say it takes pain to get into pain, and it takes a little pain to get out of pain. But It's not a bad thing, it's just what it is. And if you have the tools to know what to do, a big thing for myself personally is I like to be able to help myself. I accept help from other people, absolutely, but I like to be able to have knowledge, and I like to be able to help myself out. So.
Shout out to Michelle Woodman from Women Who Weightlift.
Hey, Michelle.
Thank you for hearting our post.
Thank you, Michelle. Really appreciate it.
I really like your posts that went from Women Who Weightlift. They really are really supportive.
Oh, they're great. Well, the women in weightlifting community they're so supportive of one another, right? Because they all have goals, and to reach those goals, you need support. You need support from your sisters.
It's such dedication.
Yeah, dedication it's a lifestyle for sure. A lot of commitment goes there. And so, shout out to Women Who Weightlift. Thank you very much. Beautiful bodies, just beautiful what you do. So, love it. I'm gonna slowly come out of this. I'm gonna turn my head, get a little stiff. And again, if you have someone nearby to remove the weight, then remove the weight. If you can do it yourself, then do it yourself. Just don't injure, right? Because we are in a very, we're in a fragile state right now when we do restorative yoga. So we always want to be we want to listen. We want to tune in. So I'm going to slowly take the legs out. Just like, empty weight here. Woo, mama. But they feel long. My 5'3" self, I feel really tall right now.
You have 21 reactions in yoga jobs. You can have a lot of shout outs to that group today.
Yeah, yoga. Yoga, to unite, means union. Okay, let's go into cow face pose. Don't hate me for this pose, love me for this pose. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of support in this posture, okay? Woo! They feel good. How do your hips feel, eh? Feel like a new person or what? Okay. So, I'm gonna take my blanket, keep her there, take this block underneath my pelvis, underneath my bottom, just like this. Okay, and then, so I have that elevation, and also sitting up on a block, you can see how it helps the pelvis tilt forward naturally for you. Now I'm gonna take pillows. Get anything that you can, okay? This is an intense hip stretch. Right. Get maybe a block. Andy, something just for some height. Have things nearby so you can make your tower, so that you can support the asana. Okay. So to come into the pose, you want to take, I'll show you from a downward dog state because that's the better way to get into the pose, I think. Okay, so come through like a down dog. Sorry to get you sitting and then get you up again. Come here. Take your right foot forward. The knee is forward in line with the thigh. Foot is flexed. Then take your left knee, tuck it right underneath. Okay, flex the feet to protect the knee joints. Now you can see already how this is an intense hip stretch. Stacking of the knees, that's all you're doing. And now I'm sitting up on my block. Okay, if your hips are 5-star hips, then maybe you don't need a block. But my hips are maybe 3-star hips, so, whatever, doesn't matter. So you can see how I've stacked my knees, okay? The feet are slightly flexed. Now I'm relaxing my feet because I'm in the position. I've listened to the hips, I've listened to my body, and I've set myself up for not failure. Now I'm gonna have some pillows here in front. Now as the posture progresses and I ease into it, I will then work my way to come forward. Now that's an option, right? So find the stretch, excuse me, be in it where you can, and friends, feel free to prop your hips up as much as you kind of need, and you can always put like a pillow in between the legs if you're quite snug in the hips, okay? So there's options for you there. I'm okay right here. And then I'm slowly gonna listen to the hips as I walk forward, okay? Now I don't want you to push in this posture. Remember, we're restoring. And yoga isn't about what the posture looks like, it's about the way it feels, okay? And it's super important that that message is clear for you. As a younger yogi, I was definitely like, well, what can I do? What can I do, right? But you slowly then you become more knowledgeable and tuned into your body. So then you listen and then you realize the clear message is, it's about the way it feels for me personally, not about the way it looks, right? As long as you have your proper form. Okay, enough jibber jab. I'm gonna come forward. Tuning in and listening. Yes. Listening to the message of my hips, of restoring. And then working into relaxing. Focus not to round the spine either, okay? So again, as much props as you need, make that tower. A little bit of Jenga here and there. Maybe you need to remove something or add something. You're gonna feel this. Oh, mama. I feel this in my deep in my pelvis, in the back, near the iliac crest, and near the bottom of the tailbone. I feel it there. My whole upper gluteus is releasing right now. My gluteus maximus is also releasing, so my minimus is releasing, my maximus is releasing, and the medius is releasing. So all those glute muscles in this cow face pose are releasing. Now I can feel this through my hip flexors as well. It's all running down the legs. So like I mentioned before, each restorative posture, you're really gonna get a sense of what's going on in the body. And in the mind, notice the triggers that you might be getting, the emotions, because as you move through restorative yoga and yoga in general, you actually have time to adjust to your feelings. So don't be alarmed if you get emotional in your restorative yoga practice, okay? It's completely normal. You may feel joy, you may feel anger, you may feel sad, just go with it because you're cleansing it out right now. You're giving your body time to rejuvenate, to heal, and maybe that's just what you needed. Whew. If that's a message that I can pass on, if that's the only message that I can pass on, is really filter your emotions in your practice. It's quite cleansing, a natural therapy. Ooh. Whoa, I think my body really needed that. Okay, we're gonna slowly come up. Remember when you come out of your postures, you wanna exit professionally, you wanna enter professionally, right? So think of yourself as the yoga wizard. Okay, so I'm gonna lean back with me if you're in the practice, and take the top leg off and the bottom leg and extend it to a straddle. Whew. Just pause, let everything flow. Oh, and just listen to what's going on. Wow. You know that feeling of when a body part is like about to fall asleep, or it fell asleep and it's coming back from that? That's what my legs feel right now. Like they're coming back from being asleep. It's that rush, it's that surge of blood going down. Okay, we're gonna switch it up, friends. Other side. Okay, keep your block there. Come into your downward dog to enter and move slow. I'm moving real slow right now. That's okay. The whole point. Okay. Woo, walk it out. Okay, left leg's coming in hot. Flex the foot to protect the knee. Point the knee forward. On the thigh. Lift your hips up. Take the right knee, tuck it under, flex the feet. Stack the knees. And sit back on the hips. Sit back on your supported block, blankets, bolster, whatever you're sitting on, or nothing. Keep the feet flexed. I can tell you right now, good old lefty, she's a piece of work, this hip. I already feel it, but we're not gonna fight one another. We're gonna work it out. Yeah, ooh, mama. I can always feel this one. I always feel this hip too when I'm in eagle pose, standing eagle pose, the legs crossed. I always feel it. That's okay. So what's happening right now is I'm getting a little bit of that fight going on, like she's pushing back at me. So that's why I'm just gonna stay upright. Where you wanna listen. Now the feet can relax. You're in the position. Slowly get your props ready. If you are going to fold forwards, again, you can put something in between the knees, right? Get the extra support. Oh. Ooh, listen. Hips. Use as much props as you need, okay? If you're able to work your way forward, use the breath, come forward, inhale. And exhale with posture. So we're not rounding the back to get down. We're keeping the posture, getting length. Don't fight for it, okay? Don't want it, work with it. The only way you're going to prevent injury. Better yet, earn the posture. Just let go of the ego, let go of the judgment. Listen, tune into your body and your mind, breathing. And accept what you bring to yoga and accept what yoga brings in your postures. Project, right? Wait for just a little while, okay? Then we're gonna go onto our back body. Get a little bit of bridge pose. Legs up the wall kind of thing. You can take two postures from this practice and you're motivated to do them. Good. Posture. Perfect. Into the arms. So I got a few more postures here. Okay. I'll let you go. Go on with whatever you're doing.
Shout outs to Jill, Harom, Akil, Chandran, Tundi, Annie,
Tundi, I like that name.
JS, Bruce, Surrender,
Thanks everyone.
and it's like Ox. I think it's like Chunks, XOCHITL. It's like chocolate kind of thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody.
Shout out to you guys.
Thank you.
And from Yoga Jobs, you guys are very, very active group.
Thanks for the support, Yoga
26
Jobs.
Comments and responses. Thank you, Bang Bankish, Awa, Satish, Binya, Pikash, Julie, Amjit, Emmett, Edge, Arjit, Jyoti, Kaldi, Curie, Divya.
Like, this is really deep in, personally in me, right in my gluteus minimus. At the top. Good, Max? Deep in the pelvis there. Like, you know where your SI joints are, like the sciatic nerve, largest nerve in the body, runs down the back of the legs. A lot of people have struggle with that. Woo! This pose, a hot one. Thank you to everyone out there who's supporting this practice today.
Kareem, Divya, Inyal, Tuli, Vijay, Guru, Satish, Tej, Sakar, Kuldeep, Garidi, Jyoti, Bankish, Meena, Neelish, Vinya, and Parmji.
Thank you.
All from thanks very much from Yoga Jobs.
Thank you very much, Yoga Jobs. Shout out to you guys. Now we're gonna come out of the cow face pose, so always remember, professional, the way you go in and out, the way you exit, the way you enter. So we're gonna exit professionally. Lean back. Remember, you're the yoga wizard. Oh, top leg. That surge of blood back down the legs from the hips. Coming to a bit of a straddle here. I may make these weird faces. I'm not in pain. It's just it's a slow exit. Good. Before we
You're
go.
just straining the muscles. You really don't want to make them move quickly.
No, not at all. You wanna. This is the whole point, is to restore. So I'm not trying to bore you. I'm trying to help you. Anyways, give them a little shake. Roll the feet in. Okay, give them a little roll in. You want to just move side to side. Press the hip flexor forward on either side. Get the response. Now before we go on the back, I did say we were going to go on the back. I just want to get into the arms, right? Ugh, arms. Especially from our skipping workout or any weightlifting that you're doing. Whatever it is, lots of running, cycling, and you're holding your body into an intense position for a while. So we're almost done. Let's come into on our backs, or excuse me, on our bellies first. Get your pillows ready. And I'm gonna lift myself up pretty high. I think this is pretty high. I'm just gonna check it out. This is pretty high for me. This is good. Okay, so let's get into the arms, right? So I'm coming up, blanket. I got 2 pillow supports, and now I'm gonna take my left arm and I'm gonna give it a bit of momentum and cross it over here, okay? Then I'm gonna take the other arm and give it a little momentum as well. And I'm crossing right at the top of the arms, above the elbows, right? What I want you to do here is relax. Excuse me, my yoga area is messy. Okay, so come here. Now, spread the fingers in towards something grippy. I'm just using my floor. Now you want to relax the chin. So right here, getting into the shoulders and the upper back, like right in between the scapula, upper back and the shoulders. Wow, great. What an invention this posture is. So right now we're getting into the lats, okay? Getting into the rhomboids, getting into the any muscles underneath the scapula. You're moving away from each other. So this is great. You're doing your weight training, you're doing your back day or your arm day. Come into this stretch. I'm gonna give you another one too right after this one because I just can't hold it from you. I can't. I have to give it.
Thanks for following the page, Liz.
Thanks, Liz.
Ruth.
Ruth.
Jody.
Thanks, Jody.
Swaraj.
Michael.
Yashika. Vinjender. Stephanie. Kamalaika. Khalid. Kareem. Nihal. JS. Jesse. Kelly. Arthur. Ema. Jennifer Turpin. Nadeja. Ramji. Amadas. Kayana, Fiora, Atiri, Annette, Val, Tara, Jamil, Kuldeep, Samita.
We're gonna switch. So just bring your top arm out, let the blood come back. You can stay in that one longer if you like. I just want to keep you here too long. And then extend your other arm. So switch it up, a little bit of momentum, right arm, a little bit of momentum, left arm. Woo. And then remember, you can feel what's going on. And all you want to do is just relax your chin. Okay, so get in deep in there. And as you progress in the posture, you can walk your hands more on a cross if you like. But you do what is going to respond for you, all right?
And shout out to Falguni, Tundi, Kimberly, Lorenza,
Another
Susie,
Kimberly.
Shals, Arcana, Hawa, Vida, and Tund.
Thank you, everybody.
And Farzana.
Thanks for following along. Really appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time to come and check out what we're sharing to our communities. And take the top arm out, nice and slow. Woo. You can feel that, can't you? Like right up in here, right up into the top of the shoulder. Oh gosh. So 2 more postures, okay, friends? Thanks for sticking it out. I know it's long, but I mean, it's your body, right? It's your temple. So we're gonna throw that out there. I'm gonna grab this baby here. I'm gonna put my knees on it to get some hip elevation. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep the hips up, okay? And lengthen the arms as far as I can and rest my forehead. So when you're in this posture, focus to draw the elbows down, okay? So focus there. You're gonna get a huge release in the upper back and in the shoulders. So try it out. I'm not gonna keep you here long. You can do this posture as long as you want. But I just want to get this one in and one more. Whew. This is really good for range of motion in the shoulders, okay? So get in the position, try it out. You don't have to elevate the legs. It's optional. Make sure you relax through the head, okay? This posture is also really good to promote digestion. Just like downward dog. You get the hips up like this. Feels good. Take that time and really breathe into the upper shoulders, okay? So fill up the lungs. Exhale. So I'm going to slowly come out of this one, and how I do that is I lift my stomach muscles into the trunk of the body to protect the back. Then use the strength of your knees and the waistline, your abs, to come up and out of the shoulders because the arms are pretty weak right now. So don't use your arms. Press into your knees and engage your stomach. Then you can just walk onto the elbows and walk back towards your hips, okay? Bring your arms now the opposite way. You know me, reverse. So you stay here for as long as you want. So release that. And now I'm just gonna go into the last posture. It's no big deal. Well, it is a big deal, it's important, okay? Especially for anyone with the weightlifting. When you got your leg day, okay? This is a great posture to do. It's just called Vipta Karani, legs up the wall. My runners do this, okay? Get the blood going in the other direction. It's extremely important. And the thing about this posture is you can look forward to it because it's fun. All right, I'm gonna move my get myself set up. I'm gonna end on a happy note. I'm gonna bring my blocks
Thank you,
underneath my
Shishida.
Put a blanket here, okay? Now, the way you get into this posture is A, you can do it on the floor with your legs going up the wall. B, you can do it if your bed or your headboard is against a wall, do it on your bed, okay? Just bring your hips as close to the wall as you can. Block for the pelvis or no block for the pelvis. It's optional. I'm doing the block. Okay, you come, you bring your hips towards the wall, and then you spin around, just like this. Not very graceful though, because I have a block. You spin around, the block is right underneath the pelvis, okay? It's not on the lower back, it's on the pelvis.
What are you doing over there on the wall?
It's okay. So what you're gonna do is make sure that your hips are as close to the wall as possible. And maybe you want a blanket on yourself. Arms come out to the side. Legs go up the wall. And voila, you got this relaxing posture. So my weightlifting friends, girls, boys, if you're doing leg day, after leg day, do this, okay? My runners, any of my athletes out there, do this, okay? So I'm gonna end in this posture. Anywhere between, 3 minutes to 5 minutes, do this posture. When you come out of the posture, come into Baddha Konasana legs like this, and then knees together and roll out. That's all you do. So, I'm gonna be here for just a little while. I wanna say thank you for joining in. Shout out to everyone that liked, shared, followed, subscribed, joined in, or made a comment. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I really do. So until next time, stay happy and healthy, okay, friends? Have a wonderful, wonderful day or evening wherever you are, near and far. Peace.